Do you see what I'm doing? It's fun. Do you want to try? I'm practicing with the doll. Joint attention. If two people, me and my kid, are trying to focus on an activity, anything that's happening that is common, even if you're sharing screen time with your child, is joint attention. You know what is the benefit of this joint attention? You are really oriented to the person who is sharing that activity with you. Sharing, of course, because sharing some material, you are sharing something. There is something in common between you two. Also, you decide to follow the gaze and shift your attention. So, for example, sometimes you look at the person, or in this case, your kid, and then you look at the toy or the object or anything that you are enjoying together. So, joint attention is very important. Something that seems to be affected in children who have autism, sometimes even in children having attention problems, who have hyperactivity. Please check out my videos where I have mentioned how to introduce activities related to eye contact in children, because that forms a very important part of joint attention. Once you develop joint attention with the person, so for example, you are sharing a toy, you have a toy in front of you, your child is sitting opposite you, your child might momentarily look up and give you an eye contact, then you can produce certain sounds and introduce elements where the child will gain your attention or the child will be attracted to what you are doing. So in this way, you can help the child learn 4 important things. They can learn your facial expressions, any kind of gestures that you are making, so your communication, even copy a few words or sentences that you are saying. They will also copy the kind of emotions you are showing, you're happy or you got sad by an activity. For example, you are playing with these balls. Now your child is banging them or banging them one after the other, or then you introduce like, okay, you can stack them also this way, or you can stack them one over the other, or I can apply it on my eye. Can you poke my eye with it? Or you can try to introduce similar kind of activity. See, I'm spinning it. Come down to the eye level of the child and then try to share the space by sitting opposite to the child. Try to participate in the activity they like rather than forcing an activity on them, and then try to show them various ways in which you can play with it. Now there are 2 forms in which joint attention works. One is a responding form, one is an initiating form. Just like the example I gave right now, never start with initiating. So don't try to force an activity on a child. See, this is what we're going to play today. Always I mention, give them options in the activity. Let them select whichever activity they like, or even from their play area, let them bring the activity of their interest. Sit with them, watch them how they are playing it. Let them take the lead, and after that you can try to make some changes. See how accepting they are towards those changes, whether they like them or not. If not, don't try to upset them the first go, and next time you can try to say, okay, let's divide. You can keep these toys, I can take a few, like maybe cars your kid likes, or they like to play with buttons, or they like to play with utensils. Anything would work. For example, while making it fall, so show an extreme impatient. Oh no, it fell down. Oh, we'll have to make it again. So these kind of expressions attract the child towards your face. You can try to hide one of the objects. Okay, where did the blocks go? How many did you have? And then they try to come towards you and try to find it from your hand. Similar kind of game, for example, you can play with, maybe if your child is interested in cars. Okay, they're going under the couch and you say, oh no, how are we gonna try to get it out? So they try to extend their hand. Try to play cause and effect kind of games with them. Just like I mentioned, the tower, it falls and you try to react to it, or you just give it a nudge so that it actually falls, and then you try to show an extreme emotion. So they understand and try to even imitate you, or at least give you an eye contact. Similarly, there could be games where you press a button and some kind of response comes. Similar kind of activities could be maybe throwing a ball towards the child, and then the child tries to throw it either towards the wall or they throw it in some other direction. Okay, who will get the ball first? And then you run towards it and try to catch it. And then you run around and the child tries to follow you. And then you can just turn around and say, do you need the ball? And the child can tap you, and then you turn around. Engage the child in stories and rhymes with action. So if you say 1, 2, buckle my shoe. So you actually show how the shoe is buckled, and that will be a fun way. So, and showing expressions to the child along with that, like a big fat hen, will really attract the child and help in developing joint attention. Two very important techniques I want to tell is, first, use of any kind of rewards or praises. If your child likes hugs, so whenever they finish an activity or let you participate with them, try to hug them so that they really enjoy it. And if they're comfortable with messy kind of things, you can make a star on their hand so that they enjoy it, and then try to show it to everyone in the house. The second important technique is use of a mirror. Mirrors are an excellent way by which child develops body awareness, self-awareness. It's okay if the child did not look at the mirror consistently for a whole month, and try to stand with the child rather than just making the child stand there and let them self-talk. That is not the technique. You stand there, show them that they are supposed to talk to you even in the mirror, not to themselves exactly. That is a joint attention activity. Okay, we both are trying to button something. Okay, we both are trying to do some actions on some rhymes while looking at the mirror. Understand this. A child, even at 6 to 9 months of age, starts to develop very good joint attention, and by 3 years of age, this skill is pretty much mastered. So don't think that it's okay, our child will learn it later. Try to work on this skill from the beginning so that the child understands how to share space with someone, how to share activities with others. Let me know how important and informative you felt this topic was. We'll meet again soon.